Okay, another one of these. Oren almost has a full overdrive, so I think I will wait until he gets one. We'll try our luck anyway. I don't think it matters. So this time he doesn't have darkness, but he still missed. Two more shadow gems. Of course, it was Oren himself who got hit. I don't think we're going to be able to get the overdrive this time. And we don't have like the hazardous shell mix. I don't think there's a reliable way to put it to sleep here. I don't think we can. I don't know if I want to use a sleeping powder for it. I've barely got any. Got 3. I'd rather hold on to those like for Al Bed Home. I think there's at least some stuff that's susceptible to sleep in there. So, question is, do we try and just use shadow gems to make it happen? I don't think there's enough time. There might be. There might be. Nah, it's going to be the same thing as last time. We're going to have to take a quake. Let's do that. Okay. Ah, the overdrive is full now, but it doesn't really matter. Let's do this. That. Okay, good. Whew. Ooh, Tetra Arm Guard. I like the sound of Tetra. There you go. I mean, that's pretty nice. So that's why we're doing it. Definitely need to cash that one in. Do not screw up now. Get that saved. Whew. Okay. See, would have loved one of those for Oren, but you take what you can get. I think just for kicks, I'm gonna do this. I'm not really getting to use it. Most of the stuff I'm fighting is like I want to fight is not susceptible. Conserve the smoke bomb at least. Ah, we've got a bright shield at least. Okay. Alright. Definitely needed some more of these. So, smoke bomb. We really need to get 2 successful steals from this guy every time. There's one. I think we just... I'll flee with Oren, because he already has a full overdrive. Hopefully he does. Okay, good. So I need this steal to happen. Look at this. Like, it gets 3 turns in between Riku's 2. That's insane. Wow. And I think that's what's kind of screwing me over a bit in this fight. I'd love to be able to get 3 steals, but it gets to its big move before Riku gets a chance. So we only got 1 steal again, and we're already dead, basically. So, yeah, 3-1. Like, there's not a lot of enemies at this stage that can get a 3-1 on Riku, even with haste. So, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. And that's why it's been pretty slow progress for the smoke bombs, but it is what it is. Slay Marine, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So we need to get a little bit lucky and get 2 steals in a row, and when we don't, then we only get a +2 on smoke bombs. I don't know how far I want to go with those smoke bombs. You won't be able to farm them again for a long time. Yeah, if you get a preemptive, you probably get an extra chance, but if you don't, then... Okay. Yeah, it's getting 3 turns before Kimari or Orin get a single turn. Crazy. This guy is fast. Okay, got the rare steal, so 4 smoke bombs there, that's good. Kimari stays in. Orin leaves. Okay, that's good. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing, but I think the smaller enemies, the chance of 2 free slots feels a little bit low. I think because we are no sphere grid, it's just everything is so damn dangerous that we need to just have as much stock as possible. I think I'll probably go till... I'll probably go like another half an hour or so, and then whatever we have from there, I'll just make a decision. And if we run out of items later on, then it is what it is. I might just have to hack them back in. Okay, we got a preemptive here, that's good. That is good. So let's immediately get a steal here. And we got that one, that's great. I didn't give her the sleep touch, did I? But she'd probably miss anyway. Basically, it's dangerous enough that even though we got a preemptive and things look okay, like 1 slip up and you can die here still. So I think I'm gonna have to escape again. 1 fight later on / post game could make Dark Proof worth it. Good times. Status Reels is a good call, actually. Damn. I was thinking like everything I could do to put them under sleep or darkness, either I can't do right now or it would kill them. But that's the one thing where I think Waka's weak enough that the power of the attack wouldn't actually kill them. So yeah, status reels. If we get that again, that's one thing that Waka's Overdrive could be useful for. Good shout. So maybe by some miracle? Nah, there's just no way. Yeah, there's absolutely no way. We'd need to evade a bunch of hits. Of course, Orin survived, but that doesn't really help, unfortunately. No, he doesn't want to leave Riku behind. Such a legend. Every encounter is a level 9 emergency. It really is. Alright. Orin's on 1 HP here, and it's going to get 2 moves. We're up to 24 now. I kind of don't want to use it, but I really should. Just to give Orin time to use his shooting star. We've got some really nice drops already from this guy, so I want to potentially get as many as I can. Yeah, now the poison's starting to hit, but we're just going to shooting star this and move it along. Away with you. See, Tidus got the drop. Variable steal. Variable means a lot of slots, usually. Oh my god. You see, this is what I needed for Riku. I was so close. This is what we're after. This is what we need, like, for Riku. That gives you so much room to play. Like, once you have evade and counter on there, you could potentially look to see how you can get first strike on there. Like, that's what we're looking for. That's why we're here. I mean, there's many reasons, but that's one of the primary reasons I'm here right now. Now, again, maybe for extra initiative stuff, but I think for Overdrive purposes, actually, it might be worth keeping in. But he could... I think we get 1 free chance Yeah, oof. Did we not, in the last session, did we have a thing where it did like 3... It attacked once and then it did like 2 10,000s back to back and it just wiped us out? I think I need to keep the variable steel, so I need to get out of here. Basically, I was going to use it to power up Auron's Overdrive again, because obviously 10,000 needles is great for Overdrive building. So, yeah, that was the idea, but it's too dangerous. It's just you can't take many risks. Yeah, the elementals, I'm just worried, like, which ones I might need for the future. Like Natus or something. Might need to make some SOSs or something like that. It could make the difference. I don't have that many elemental items. Other than Dragon Scale, like, there's not that many of them, so I'd rather hold on to it. Let's see. I'm just going to do this still now and then just to try and get a few extra drops for Riku. Like, Riku's just not getting any equipment drops. Like, nothing. She hasn't got a single piece of equipment yet. Okay. So we've got these guys. I think the equation doesn't change. Still go for this. It always like pains me to lose the chests, but things gotta be done. Okay, nice. That worked out alright. Let's try and get Kimari out of there. Okay, good. So the smoke bombs are finally starting to come along now. It's been a while, but I'm going to revive Riku just for a little more overdrive potential here. But yeah, I think for the Cactarzi, I can kill it, but what I'm looking for is so specific. I basically think I need an initiative weapon for Kimari to make it worth it. And like the chance of getting a Kimari specific weapon with initiative on it, like the percentages are so low that reeling off the few elementals that I have just doesn't seem worth it. Because I feel like for initiative, if we're going to give Evade Encounter to Auron, then obviously he can't have it. Tidus has First Strike, he can't have it. Lulu's very slow and she already has it. Maybe once I get Yuna back, she already has initiative, and so she's relatively quick, so I'd keep her on the front line. So I feel like it's not that important to kill the Cactars at this stage. I don't think I need it. But this guy, we can. It's just too risky to not put it under darkness. It's just annoying because I could let it hit me to fill up Auron's Overdrive, but it's just too dangerous. Okay. Get some more Shadow Gems. Fair enough, that worked, I guess. Maybe we start... I mean, we have been able to kill it by spamming the Shadow Gems as well. Yeah, a giant pile of all of the worms that have been yeeted by Auron. Yeah, it's going to be close again. I'm going to get Waka out of there. Okay. Another Shadow Gem. Should be ready in Quake now, probably. No? Okay, we have enough time then. Good. We didn't need to heal Auron, but it's fine. He doesn't get an Overdrive again, but it's fine. Wait, can Riku deliver the final blow? She can't. Damn it. I was thinking, like, if she had a mix, it might have been worth mixing something to do the final blow, but literally took no damage in this one. Yeah, even a Poison Fang won't get us over the line. I think. Could it? No, it's about 2,000 damage, not 2,600. Yeah, it wouldn't work. So we're going to have to just use the poison damage again. See ya. So we got trolled with that first earthquake, but I think we've been doing well. Oh, you cannot be serious. We got one for Tidus and one for Lulu now. Riku's on the front line. She's right there. I'd still take that. Like, even for Riku, something like that, I would have taken it. Oh, man. Maybe I am still getting trolled, ultimately. We're getting some really nice equipment drops overall. Like, sure, but Riku still has not got a single thing. Alright, this encounter again. Now, status reels. We just saved. If I screw this up, then it's okay. They're going to get so many turns that they're just going to basically wake up from status reels anyway. How long does it put them to sleep for, Carithian? Do you know? I think with Carithian, you just ask if he knows off the top of his head. He knows everything, but it's just, does he like literally have the information on hand? 3 turns. Yeah, so would they not literally just wake up now? So that it's pointless to use it here, right? Like literally 1, 2, 3, then they'd wake up and you'd be kind of no better off. I guess the poison could ultimately kill them, yeah. I think if it's a preemptive, you're right, you do have enough space to do it, but right now, it's not going to work. Yeah, you'd get A-Steal. I feel like getting A-Steal is better than getting nothing. Because, like, one of these two will definitely survive. Well, get a turn, actually. Okay. You're already intense. Alright, let's just try and see if we can pull this off. Okay. Still, I'm so used to Aurochs reels instead of status. Status is easier to do, but it's just still a bit. There you go. No. Well, there you go. Lesson learned. I think it really needs to be a preemptive to make that work. So we got nothing for it, but there you go. It's OP. Okay, back to this guy, who we very much need to continue encountering here. And well, this should get Orin his Overdrive again. I'll bring Waka back in, again, fuel his Overdrive. We actually got the poison to hit for once. I don't know if it's worth trying to, like, tank out this fight. Oh, 3 turns in a row, man. This is so nasty. I can't... Yeah, Orin's going to lose 4 turns here. Is there anything we can do here to kind of see the fight through a little more? I'd love to get another steal in, but I just feel like the consequences of that are too problematic. Yeah, still no Sphere Grid. Screw it. I just want to try and see what happens here. It's a lot of turns. I think Orin's not going to, even with Protect and stuff, he won't survive 4 turns. The Darkness is going to be gone as well. It's just too many turns. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out. Alright, let's see. 4,500. Yeah, maybe. Oh. We actually did it. Nice. Fair enough. Wow. I think the Darkness stayed for longer than I thought. I thought the Darkness was going to be gone sooner. Blind Pass. How many slots does this have? Okay. 3 slots, but 2 preoccupied already. Fair enough. I Love Donuts, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So we actually managed to get a win against it, but we didn't get the other steal. I should have gone for it, I guess, but I did not think it'd survive. Okay, let's get out of here again. Oren with still no overdrive here. I think I'm gonna take a bit of a risk here and just wait and hope one of these two get hit. There you go, that's the overdrive. I think I just need to make sure Oren survives here. Okay. And make sure I don't screw that up. No equipment this time. Okay. How are we doing at the moment? 15 shadow gems, 5 sleeping powders. Okay. 28 smoke bombs. Definitely looking better. Just a shame that basically the primary thing that I was looking for I don't have yet. But it is pretty difficult to get. I mean, the chances is a 50% drop anyway, and then a 50-50 between a weapon and an armor, and then it being Riku. Like, it's low odds. But we already got one for Tidus, and one for Lulu. And, well, like 2 for Oren. So over half of the party has some kind of weapon drop. Well, not half, actually. Well, 3 party members have a drop, so... yeah, this is going to have to be a standard... I'm not going to try and beat it this time. I guess if I hit the poison first time, it's worth having a look. I did hit it first time again. I think it's still worth the power break. Okay. What? I still got darkness. Sheesh. Okay, that was narrow, narrow victory here. Does have darkness. I'm just gonna hold tight just in case here. Yeah. Woo! I completely forgot that Oren had lower HP. I thought he was on full HP there. That's why I did it. That was definitely dangerous. And again, we got nothing for it. Fine. How's our high potion? It's down to 40. We haven't been killing like the smaller encounters, so the high potions haven't been coming up. No overdrive for Oren. Let's see if we can do it the poison way. I think for now the poison's more important than... Damn it. Do I mix a hazardous shell now? But then she can't toss shadow gems? I'm gonna start using the shadow gems now. I'm gonna go the other way and see what happens here. Come on, poison. No. I think I'm going to try the hazardous shell now. Let's see with the timing, can we make it work? How many ticks do we need? We need like 6 poison ticks. Hazardous shell puts the enemy to sleep for how many turns, I wonder? But I guess we can probably get a turn in the meantime. I just want to try this out. If it fails, it fails. It's not a big deal. With these guys, I'm trying my best not to skip any. Like, if I get one, I'm trying to win. Okay. So, I'm gonna wait here. Okay. So I think we should be fine here. Has the shell doing a really nice job for us? Yeah. They drop SOS haste. Definitely not getting auto-haste here. But we did get a glorious shield. 3 slots usually, I think. Yep. Okay. Hey Gordon, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Okay, another zoo. With this guy, I'm still not sure if beating it is worth it. It feels dangerous. Yeah, I'd rather just get out. Yep, still no sphere grid. Nice, okay, good steal there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll take a look at. If the poison does hit, then it's not too bad. There you go, some more overdrive for him. It's just annoying, like, Auron is the only one whose HP is high enough that you should keep him in high HP, otherwise, like, he can be the difference between surviving certain things and not. So I'm trying to not ignore it. Hey Omega, welcome to stream. Yeah, it's very rare that I live stream 2 days in a row. I'm not sure if I ever have. But that's how it goes. I needed to do the tactic stream yesterday. So Smoke Bomb's definitely looking healthier now, up into the high 30s, and hopefully we'll get some more now. I think let's just give the poison a try here. Yep. Okay, bring it in for the steal. Okay, yeah, now it can't do that attack. So I think we're good. Man, I love heaters. My mental reminder failed, so I'm late to the stream. No worries. It's been a relatively quiet stream in that sense anyway. We've been focusing on farming for some essentials moving forward. So you haven't really missed much. I haven't technically like made progress yet in this session. Honestly, I got through Bikanel okay. Oh, it's a preemptive. Oh, he doesn't have the overdrive this time. Damn it. At least we get the guaranteed steal. Fine. Maybe he'll get a full overdrive now. Hey Romeo, welcome to stream. Yeah, today's live is the same one. Oh my god, I got a second turn. Shit, I was looking at the chat. Yeah, I'm live on the same day I tend to always try and be live, which is Tuesdays. Every other Tuesday. I try my best to kind of stick to that. Wow, okay. Oh no! See, I was looking at the chat, I didn't pay attention. Oops, because Waka was dead, I looked at where he was and I assumed he'd already escaped. I did not realize. Oops. Yeah, I blame Romeo for that one. Completely your fault, mate. I'm just kidding. It's my fault. But this is why I'm saying this is the first mistake I've made in like a long time now. We definitely was in a good groove when it comes to this stuff. But of course, it's when I get the 2 sleeping powers. I think I was just like, I need to steal again. I saw the opportunity. These are the dangers of live streaming. It definitely adds an extra flavor for sure. I'm not too worried. If it was like we literally got a really big like drop for Riku or something, I would have been really, really pissed off, but we're okay. Yeah, the sleeping powder temptation is real. Oh no, we're down to... Okay, so we did lose some. We had a couple of good encounters against the zoo, actually. So definitely a bit annoying, but it's okay. Yeah, if I get that equipment and I die, that's just... I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, I'm gonna... The danger part of it is basically like leaving characters in to try and farm Overdrive. Like when you start to mess with that stuff, it gets dangerous. So I'm gonna try to get Auron out here. At this stage, the main thing I'm looking for is a nice weapon for Riku because I want to customize some evade encounter. That's the main thing. But we have not got any drops for Riku in any of the encounters that we've had so far. The times I've died, the times I've not died, like we've not got anything yet. So we're still waiting for that first Riku drop. So not steal first. Smoke bomb first. Okay. Did the poison hit? No. So it's the same routine again if the poison doesn't hit. And now if Auron doesn't escape, then things get a little more dangerous here. Now, what is the... Let me do this. Yeah, I've tried not to add like no sphere grid to the title to not kind of overhype the series as like a kind of thing, but I guess I've got so far into it, maybe I should do that now. Especially the early sessions, I didn't want to kind of pull people in with it being no sphere grid and then within like 5-10 hours be like, actually no it's not, kind of thing. But I guess we've got far enough that I probably should. So this was just to give Riku a chance to steal again. I think it should be in the title, man. I've done so many sessions now, I've got far enough that I think I deserve to put the no sphere grid title on there, surely. But yeah, no steal there. All of that turn manipulation was for nothing. But yeah, don't worry. Flee is not because I'm scared. Just a little. It's such a time save, honestly, having Flee. Hey there, Annabelle, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Of course Auron's dead. I'm just gonna get out. Focusing on... Oh, come on, man. Get those steals. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll check Riku's overdrive mode. I just want to put another save in. But yeah, I think even if I put like a little, it's no sphere grid, kind of in the overlay, you guys know exactly what's going to happen. I'm not even going to say it. Yeah, let's change Riku over to Stoic. Might help us a little bit. A9, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's been, I wouldn't even say it's been slow progress, honestly. We have made good progress because we definitely have more smoke bombs. We have a few more sleeping powders. We've got lots of our bed potions. We picked up some really nice equipment for other characters. It's just literally one of the primary things I'm looking for hasn't happened. So I would say it's still been productive so far. It's just not quite there. I mean, for Final Fantasy X challenge farming, this is nothing. Like just like an hour and a half of this type of stuff. It's like the basics are the basics, yeah? There's far, far heavier grinds than this type of stuff. So I just want to see if I can... Honestly, screw it. Let's just get this in first. Or no. Even on a preemptive, I'm not going to change how I do things. Just come in with this. Let's not mess around here. That poison just not hitting. Yeah, I think when it doesn't hit, it's just not worth it. You just wait. Alright, now we start seeding again. I want Waka to escape, ideally, so that Auron can get some more Overdrive. Is it really no trigger when you're using Flea, though? No, it's not, but that's one of those things where I think all it changes, especially when I'm farming, I'm not using Flea when I'm actually making progress in the game. So I'm sure you, Nev, have also actually been watching the streams. When I'm actually trying to make progress in the game, I don't use Flea, but I use it as a quality of life when we're farming, just to get out of encounters more quickly. So the difference between using Flea and not here is basically, it's just, it makes RNG more in your favor when you're exploring around. So all that would be different here if I was just not using Flea, I would die more frequently, I'd have to reset more frequently, and I'd have to save even more frequently. Everything would just take longer. It would just be a longer grind. That's basically what it does. So like this encounter, let's say I'm like, no, I can't use Flea. I would do this, and let's say Tidus fails, then you just die. And that's just boring, especially when you're trying to farm. It's just a lot of time drain, but not a lot of reward, just for the sake of saying you didn't use Flea. So that's a general thing. When I've been making forwards progress in the game, then I've not been fleeing. So that's generally how I'll continue to play it, I think. Just trying to strike a balance between showing you guys and experiencing the farm and the grind, but not like completely just making it as like difficult as possible just for the sake of it. I think the difficulty lies in making progress in this challenge, no, not the farming so much. But at least we've got some overdrives now. We haven't had a sandworm in ages. Aha, we've got the poison to hit. Yeah, it just depends on the kind of grind. I think there's grinds that are more fun than others. It just depends. Alright, let's get another one. Okay. People wouldn't read it anyway. Doesn't matter what you put. Yeah, that was a pretty perfect zoo encounter for sure. That worked out really nice. So 43. Okay, I'm gonna go back and try and save again here. Just keep going. Keep those saves up regular. That said, for this one, I think I'll just toss a smoke bomb anyway, just to get some more kills. I feel like there's still a small chance someone drops something for Riku. There's like a double free slot. And while we still get more, we must be up to 99 now for Albed potions. 81, okay. So it's still worth getting more of those. Yeah, I think for you guys, like the audience for this type of stuff is a little different, I think, to the average player. So we probably have a disproportionate number of people saying, oh yeah, I love the grind. The grind is fun. It's one of the best bits. Most people never play a run where they have to grind anyway. Or they grind because they feel like it's necessary for them to even complete the game the first time because they just don't know the game very well. So I think for you guys it's a little different. I think that the grind being fun is a little bit more kind of, I think, niche. Alright, let's focus. What are we doing here? Let's try to... I think I'm just going to shoot in star again here. Yeah, and so when obviously you are streaming for an audience, you just have to... You have to respect the audience's time as well. And well, your own. I want to make the best, like, most entertaining streams I can. So I try to strike a balance, you know. I want to show you guys, like, the truth of what goes into these things, like these kind of challenges, and not just kind of gloss over all of it by purely just hacking through everything, but also kind of not drag you down into the depths of hell just for the sake of it and proving that I can do it or something, you know. Yeah, not the best encounter there. I always hate it, especially when you use up your overdrive and you don't get anything, but... Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have to try and go the poison route here again. Let's do this. So I think we started to get this down as well in terms of the poison route. Just as some cover, I just want to do this anyway. Let's see if Waka can get that going. Yeah, of course, there's many different ways to look at it. There's just no way I can have the same perspective and approach as a regular player of the game when you do what I do. So that's just how it goes. I think we're off to a bit of a slow start. I want to see... this might be a bit too early to do this, but I just want to see what happens. I need to get those poison procs in. I don't know if I've left it... Like, I've done it too early, which means I'll run out of turns before Earthquake, but we'll see. So it's back up now, 13,000. Yeah, I'm not sure that was the best play. We'll see. I think I'm going to get Waka out of there, just in case I screw something up here. I think it's not going to be enough. Let me just do this. Ah, okay, yeah, it should be fine. Good. I think with this attack, actually... Let's just see. I think just to be safe, I'm going to do this. Wait. I need to be careful here. I think I've... Yeah, you need to survive 2 turns. Shadow Gem. I think Shadow Gem... Ooh, yeah, this is annoying now. I'm just thinking... Lunar Curtain on Orange should do the trick, right? It depends if the darkness lasts long enough. If he gets hit by a physical attack afterwards, will he not die? Does it, though? Let's just double check this. Hold on. No, you get the turn first, then it procs. But, okay, fine. I didn't realize we had that many turns left, basically because I threw the sleep in so early. Oh, wait, hold the phone. We have a weapon for Riku. Woo. Alright, let's see. Hold on now. Please don't be like 2 slots. Yeah, okay, I'll take this. I'll take this. I will take this. Of course, you could get a 4-slot weapon with 3 free slots, but I will take this. I think that's a win. Now, we have to make sure we get to the save and we don't screw anything up here. Whew. Okay. Yeah. See, this is where, like, this is a perfect example of, let's say, you're not using Flea, because you're, like, hardcore like that, and you're like, no, I will never do it. This is where you would have to roll the dice. There's literally, you would get a game over, potentially, for no reason here. But I think Waka maybe, I think Waka could get you out of trouble here, honestly. So I think, like, let's say you were trying to do this proper, like, legit, you would have to maybe use status reels to, you could put darkness on them, right? I'm just trying to think, if you were trying to do it that way, let's say you just got the drop and you need to get to a save sphere to cash it in, what's your kind of safest bet? I think Riku with a steal would probably be enough anyway. Yeah, surely. Yeah, so you can, but depending on what this encounter is, you could get yourself into really deep shit. And if you only have escape, then you could get yourself into trouble. So that was not a bad encounter. But that's a perfect example of where it can come into play. And then if you did die there because you got unlucky with an escape roll, then you'd have to do it all again. Okay. Now, I think, let's have a look at items here. I think it's time for Riku to get... We're going to have to put evade encounter on this. I think let's just do that. I think it's the right thing to do. And it's going to help us with future stealing endeavors. So, of course, the slow touch is useless for this challenge, but, you know, we can't have everything. But we can have is evade encounter. Now, what would be the next ability you'd put on this? Ideally, you'd probably put first strike. So you could play Blitzball when it's available to get a return sphere for first strike. That's probably what I'd do with it. But for now, at least, we're going to leave it alone. So we still have to swap her in for maximum effect. But I think that's not a bad... Or maybe, is it worth leaving her in because she has evade encounter anyway? Probably not. It probably depends on the fight still. Now, the question is, the second evade encounter... Do we give it to Auron? Do we basically use his... Do we just cash it in now? This one here. There's 2 free slots there. Yes, we'd lose initiative, but we'd have first strike plus 2 people with evade encounter. So, would that be worth it right now? And while we could temporarily swap in Lulu, we could have just Auron, Lulu, and Tidus. And Lulu would have the initiative. I feel like surely we can make that work. I mean... Yeah, so basically the reason I wouldn't have ordinarily done that is because Lulu is so slow. I think even though there's one difference between them, I think that's a tier of agility, right? So I think we should put evade encounter on Auron too, and then start with this setup. Initiative, and then Auron would switch to... It's not? Wait, Lulu and Kimahri have the same starting agility? I swear Lulu and Auron were a tier below Kimahri. They weren't? Damn. I think it's from 7 onwards, and I guess it's Waka. I always had it in my head that Kimahri's 1 step quicker than Lulu and Auron at no sphere grid. Then yeah, that makes it even less of an issue. So okay, that's what we're going to do. I'll make a new save on this in case I regret this decision. But I think our boy Auron gets one of these too. Nice. So... Get one of those, even more, just a little bit more HP. I think he can survive Earthquake. Potentially, like he's more likely to, as a result. Okay, so that's what we're going to work with here. Now, I will spend a little bit more time in this area, because now I can steal sleeping powders more easily. If I get the triple wolf set up, I should be able to do it. Now, this is a great example. Now that I have evade encounter, let's just make sure I have the right thing. I can steal whatever I want from these guys. I forgot to swap Auron's weapon, I think, but it doesn't matter. So you'd be watching a lot of evading and countering, but you'll be able to get lots more steals in, which is... It's going to be a game changer. Yeah, so I need to swap to this. Of course, yes, evading and missing the counter. So this will make life way, way, way easier. Honestly, Oren doesn't even need to be in there. I think I'm not going to steal the smoke bombs. I kind of can't be bothered. The only thing you can't evade and counter here, I'm thinking you can't do it for Earthquake. What about the flying, the Sonic Boom move from Zoo? I don't think evade and counter works on that one either. So I think that's also worth noting. But yeah, once I'm done, I can just get rid of these guys. Yeah, if the attack has a chance to miss, then it means it will always miss. Yeah, so there's definitely still a few things we can't dodge, and we need to be careful as a result. But for the most part, as you saw in that encounter, for example, life will be a lot easier as a result. I want to still see if I can get an early poison. Yes, we can. Get that Shadow Gem in. Okay. Yes, it's true. That's an important note from Karifian, and it's something that came up once or twice in his mod. He's saying, to be precise, the way it works is that if you counter the attack, you will also evade it. It's kind of almost backwards in that sense. Like, there's some attacks where... Yeah, like, as in that kind of happens first. It's a little bit counterintuitive almost. But you need to be able to counter it to be able to evade it. Is that a way to say it, Karifian? Like, basically, if it's an attack that you can't counter, evade and counter will never work, basically. Can you say it like that? Like, both things always have to happen. And so a good example of that is something like a counter attack. If you get hit with a counter attack, you can't counter a counter, and therefore you won't be able to evade it using your weapon either. So, yeah. Yeah, but I think it's very easy to just assume that there'll be certain moves that you'll see and you'll be like, wait, why didn't I counter that? Especially when you haven't had that much experience in using it, you'll get so used to countering so many things, and then suddenly you'll be like, wait a minute, why didn't I counter that? And then you'll need to kind of realize that's the case. How are we putting this guy? See, now the good part of this is that we can actually use sleeping powders, because we can steal them a lot more easily. When we're ready, we can use it. So we're up to 9, but we'll hopefully be stealing a lot more of them. And then you can just continue stealing for as long as you can. Sleep and poison. Name a better duo. Yeah, this should be enough to get the job done. Woken up, but it should be too late. There you go. The simple answer to what is counterable is 1, it's a physical attack. Protect, Sentinel, Defend also works on it. 2, it's a single target. And 3, it's not a counter attack in and of itself. So yeah. And of course, this time we didn't get a drop. It was like, okay, I gave you what you wanted. Stop harassing me. I'm not dropping anything anymore. But I got to get used to changing it over to the correct team now. First strike, initiative, evade and counter. Okay. So yeah, I definitely want some more sleeping powders, and then I think I'll probably just move on. This encounter I still think I don't need. So we'll live and let live. Ah, your cat Riku, that's cool. Hello, Riku. Okay. So, we now have 2 evade encounterers. So, let's see how this is going to work. Oof. It's still dangerous. Like, you can still mess this up and get a game over if you're not careful. Yeah, so like things like that will be putting you in trouble. So this is one thing we can't evade. But at least we've got some more smoke bombs. I'm not really looking to beat this guy anymore. I don't really care. Yeah, Lulu's slacking. Where's that evasion? I feel like her evasion's been terrible this session. It's supposed to be the dodging queen. She hasn't been dodging nothing. I'm just gonna mix hazardous shell straight up. Screw it. I still want to beat these guys every time just for the extra potential equipment drops. Evade and Demi for Lulu, yes. That is what we need. Alright, let's just wait. Shit, I shouldn't have skipped the turn with Riku there. I think we can still steal a little more here, yeah. You don't need anything more from these guys. They're worth hanging around this area. I need sleeping powders. I want some more sleeping powders. Okay, should die soon. One more steal. Farming area with more of the smaller guys. Yeah, potentially. I think that's a good idea. I think basically the reason I wanted to stick here is because you get the chance of the 3 wolves, which is a fantastic encounter, obviously, for sleeping powder farming. But it's not the most common one. It just depends on RNG. Sometimes you get those triple wolves appearing all the time, and sometimes you don't. So I think what I'll do from here on, I think if it's a zoo, I'll engage in it. But if it's a worm or anything else, unless it's the 3 wolves, then I won't. So we'll focus more on the sleeping powders and the smoke bombs now. I think I don't want any more of these encounters. We've done enough. Shadow gems are great, don't get me wrong. Like, I would like to farm some more potentially, but I think we're doing okay. 24. Yeah. Maybe if we get a preemptive, I'll steal and then escape or something. Okay. 2 steals. I'd say that's good. And then honestly, I'm just going to start using Flea a little more. We're just going to really speed this up now. I do want to at least go into Albed Home and do like 1 or 2 of the encounters there before the end of the session. I don't want it to have been like a complete full farming sesh. Yeah, I mean, my primary focus is going to be sleeping powders at this stage. No petrified grenades here, unfortunately. Smoke bomb, we're up to the 50s. I think we're good for that. But I think on a preemptive, I definitely at least steal 1. And then just get out of there. Yeah, I think you're right. Once you start focusing on the zoos, you rack up the smoke bombs really quick. And so I think already I'm happy with it. I think it's just sleeping powders at this stage that I want. Yeah, it seems too rare an encounter. I think you guys are right. Okay, so in this scenario, I'm thinking, what's the best? I think we're better off just fleeing here. It does appear in this combination quite frequently, though. Is there a cheap way to get rid of this guy just by himself? I don't think there is. Because if it does the fire move, then we're screwed. So I think I'd rather just run. Dragon scale. I think Carithian just loves using items. He's an item man. I'm not. We just fundamentally differ. I'm too frugal for him. I feel like I might need some kind of, I don't know, against Natus, I might need like a SOS Null Tide or some kind of waterproof or whatever. I feel like it could be relevant somehow. So I'd rather do... What was in this one, though? Yeah, again, this encounter I don't want. The Spiral of Debt. Indeed, that is the essence of Spira. 3 Mega Elixirs, that's pretty good. But then again, Mega Potions for no Sphere Grid essentially do the same job. Let me just still get these anyway.